She found her way into the automotive industry and quickly discovered a passion for ownership. In 2009, Kathleen Callahan took full control of her shop, Xpertech Automotive, at a time when female shop owners were rare. With support from NAPA, she gained the training, resources, and confidence to lead. Today, she's not only breaking barriers in a male-dominated field, she's a true rock star of the industry.
So I entered the industry following along with my husband at the time, and we moved from the East Coast of Florida over here to the West Coast, where we thought it would be a better opportunity for our oldest daughter to grow up, because we only had one at the time. And then fast forward, I don't know, 6 years, we split, and I bought his portion out of the business and decided I was going to be an owner. Took about 3 days for me to realize that I had made maybe a slight rash decision, because I didn't know anything about really automotive or cars or any of that stuff. And then NAPA stepped in and said, why don't you become an auto care center, and we will take you to classes, we will help you become a better owner, we will provide you education and resources if you will partner with us, and the rest is really history.
Instead of feeling out of place, she drew on her background, her mother's example, and her own determination, proving she belonged in the business from day one.
So I will tell you, when I took full ownership in 2009, I feel like I was in the major minority of female shop owners. I don't think that there are a ton of solely female-owned shops out there. I think there's a lot more than we realize. But I've noticed going to conferences and speaking to people that are owners, having that ability, is a lot of the husbands own the business and the wives work there and they're part owner, but they don't consider themselves to be an owner. I'd love to see that language shift and that attitude shift. I'm just the bookkeeper. Without the bookkeeper, you have no business. Again, I grew up in an entirely male-dominated household, right? My mom worked in television broadcasting, which was a male-dominated field back in the 70s and 80s. And so I didn't really know any different. This always feels like home to me, but to be in a male-dominated field today, I notice it much less than I noticed it back in 2009 or 2010 when I got started.
Being recognized at industry events and in publications still feels surreal for her, but that recognition reflects the impact she's had on the automotive world. Back in 2009, she doubted her abilities, yet so many believed in her. Now, she says yes to every opportunity, passing that encouragement on and inspiring others to believe in themselves. Being
recognized in public, especially at events like Apex and NAPA Now and all of the expos, is super weird. So I write for one of the industry publications, and of course my picture is there, and I say yes to just about everything. So to be recognized by people is really strange. What it tells me on the inside, my friends will tell you it makes my head really big and I can't fly back. I have to rent a convertible and drive home from wherever it is. But it makes me feel like I'm having an impact on the industry. When I didn't believe in myself in 2009 and didn't believe in my ability to be successful, there were so many people around me, men and women, that believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. So if I can be recognized and give that back to somebody that may feel that way, that's what it's all about. That's why I say yes to all of the things I say yes to.
Over the years, she's learned that relationships are everything. When a rare part was needed recently, her long-standing connections with NAPA ensured the vehicle was delivered on time, proving that strong partnerships make all the difference.
Building a relationship with my NAPA outside salesman, my store owner eventually, I was corporate, then I went to a privately owned store, and now we've recently gone back to a corporately owned store. But maintaining and building those relationships is critical in any piece. We had an incident just 2 weeks ago where we just couldn't get a certain part, and it was for a rare vehicle. And I think eventually I got all of the parts in operation, shipping to this building to get the job done. If I didn't have the relationship with NAPA for as long as I have, without that relationship, I would not have been able to deliver that vehicle to the customer in the time frame that we did.
For her, Relationships are everything. Years of cultivating connections with NAPA and across the industry mean when help is needed, she knows exactly who to call. And beyond business, she believes in giving back, sharing knowledge and experience to lift others and leave a lasting legacy.
Without the connections and building all of the relationships, showing up to conferences, hallway conversations, I cannot speak enough about how important it is to build the relationships outside of classrooms, outside of a business setting, outside of sales, that when you need to help each other, you have the contacts, you're familiar with the person. We do business with people, right? Yeah, I do business with companies, and I will always say, I have a friend that says that I bleed blue and gold, that I have a bleeding heart for NAPA. I do. But because we have taken so much time over all of these years to cultivate that relationship with people, that they're always my first call. Not just being in women in auto care, but as a human in general, I firmly believe in the saying, you have to give it away to keep it. So whether it's your knowledge, your experience, your strength, your hope, things that you've gone through personally, professionally, in order to be able to level up and keep learning, you have to be able to help the next person, because it's about legacy, right?
What she loved most about the automotive industry isn't just the cars, it's the people. As a local shop owner, she helps her community maintain their independence, coaches other owners through challenges, and creates opportunities for growth. At its core, it all comes down to one thing. She loves the people.
I would say the one thing I love most about being in the automotive industry, outside of the people, high introvert, right? So I love the people, but locally being a shop owner, I love how I am able to help my community by obviously fixing cars. That's the number 2 investment, and it is absolutely your freedom and independence. We live in an older community here, so your car represents your independence here. I want to help people be successful. And if that's helping an owner and coaching them through a tough time, great. Whatever I can do to help lift you up, to get you to a training conference and get you to network with other people. But it really boils down to, I love the people.